Yeah, let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and what's doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put out the mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch.
This your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned in to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen, guys, we appreciate all the support that we've been getting from the city. Keep those subs up. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, X, all the socials.
Facts. Title League.
Shout out Title League. Hong, you're disrespectful, man.
But
Jamal Murray is top 25 to 30 player in the league.
So disrespectful.
Oh my God.
We'll get to that. We'll touch on
God.
that. Better put respect on Jamal Murray's name out here.
We'll save that for a later date when he comes out here. Yo, he's gonna sit right here. Sit right here. But yeah, man. Thanks for all the support, man. Continue to keep supporting Hip Hop Hoops. We do it for you guys. So Raptors. I want to talk a little bit about the Raptors.
Man.
There's not much to talk about. We're not in the playoffs. But Jontay Porter got a lifetime ban. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, the league had to make an example. And it sucks. The only shitty part about this whole situation is, Jontay was playing for the Raptors. And another shitty part is he was playing so well. He was going to secure a bag, I think, personally. Stretch 4, stretch 5, when we're playing small. Like, he was going to work. But then I used to wonder, how come this guy's always injured? At one point, we went through a stretch of games when he was just injured or not playing. And look what he was doing, bro. For $21K?
$21K.
For $21K.
His contract was $2.8 mil?
Or something like that.
2.8.
At one point, he was making $365,000 or whatever, $320,000. That's some great money on a two-way, bro. And he was gonna secure a spot.
He just showed that he was an actual NBA player. Like,
yes.
I can play in this league.
Yes, man. And you just blew it. For what
21K.
reason? For $21K.
I think at that point, I think it's an addiction, man. I think he has an addiction because that's hustling backwards.
Yeah.
How you making $2.8 million and then you're only making 21? I think it's an addiction. Like,
right.
he just can't help
and
himself.
Vegas caught on to that shit real quick.
Really?
So he didn't even get that $21K.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. What are you doing?
Yo, man, the Porter family, man, it's a tough time for them right now, man.
You know what I mean? Real talk. I mean,
wish him the best. Good luck.
Hold your head younger, bro.
Yeah.
He just got nabbed for some DUI.
Yeah.
But dag, man. At least Michael's in the, doing
At least he was cooking the Lakers.
Cooking. And he played well.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
He did.
So just hold your head, man. And
and Raptors hold up your head as well.
Damn, man.
It's looking rough for us right now.
Not looking good.
But and the Knicks won their first game. We'll go into that. But listen, we want to get into a song of the week.
Let's do it.
JBravo Goons featuring The Fool. Let's get it, man. JBravo. He goes crazy on this beat.
Beat goes tough, so let's go.
She think I'm dangerous cause I be with goons. Light up a blunt and I pass it to fool. She's with my shit so I'm high like the moon. Puffing the cloud when I'm bumping a tune. She think a nigga too rude. I ain't got time, I'm making the moves. Baby girl hustling is all that I do. Stacking that money from June to June. I wanna go what I've been through. The concrete jungle, my dogs in the zoo.
Yup.
Stick to the paper like Gorilla Glue. I do it for my son and my big nephew.
Yep.
Fuck with those two and you making the news. Ask anyone and you know that it's true. Gelato mint is the strain I consume. Puffing the cloud from noon to noon. I'ma blow up like balloons. I came up out here with
Okay.
Yo, JBravo.
Let's go, Jay.
Shout out JBravo, man. The Fool. Goons. Listen, guys, continue to keep sending your music. Don't stop. We're going to feature it right here. Hip Hop Hoops,
right
man.
here, man.
You see it. JBravo Goons featuring The Fool. Let's get it.
He rode that beat.
Oh, yeah.
Neatly.
Yeah.
Control out delete.
That was a big control of delete.
But
shout out JBravo. Let's get into the NBA.
Yeah.
So
let's
playoffs, we are here.
We're here, man.
We are here. The first set of games, we had Magic versus the Cavs. The Cavs won 97-83. We got the Sixers and the Knicks.
That was a good game.
Honestly, the Sixers came out like they were about to beat the Knicks and it was about to be a sweep the way they looked.
Yeah.
But nah.
Knicks got the grit, man.
Knicks,
They play
those
with a lot of
guys,
grit.
111 to 104.
Josh Hart. Oh my goodness.
You got a lot of heart.
Got a
Villanova
lot
boy.
of heart, man.
Villanova
Double.
guy.
Hitting tray balls. Like, I don't think Nick Nurse was ready for those trays that he was hitting. I think he had like 5 of them. You know what I mean? And they were contested.
Had a big one in the fourth.
That huge one.
Really
He
secured
had
the
a
win.
couple in the fourth that were huge. So,
Yeah.
you know, these Knicks fans are in my DM talking so much smack. I said, what did I say? You guys got OG. You know what I mean? At the beginning, you know.
OG was getting cooked.
Nick Nurse, he knew that, you know, Coach Thib was going to steal his strategy of putting OG
on Embiid.
on Embiid back in the day, and it worked a little bit, you know.
It didn't work yesterday.
It didn't work yesterday, though. You know what I mean?
That boy had like the first 11 points of the game.
Right? But what sucks is Embiid is not 100. He's not 100%.
Every time he falls, like I'm like,
uh-oh.
He's hurt.
You know what I mean? So Knicks have
That's
a
why
chance,
I'm not worried
man.
about him in the summertime playing in the Olympics.
Go right ahead.
He's
I
gonna
don't
be
even know
hurt
why y'all
somehow.
selected him, but good job.
He got hurt off that play where he threw it off the glass and dunked.
Yeah, that was he got it. Nobi stuff.
It was crazy. He threw it off the glass and dunked it. Like that was disrespectful.
Ananobi got all of that.
Whoa! Control all delete. What?
Balls in the face.
Whoa!
Control.
Yo, I'm not an OG guy, but damn,
oh,
yo,
man. OG, you got it.
Yo, Suns and the Timberwolves.
Ooh.
Timberwolves 120-95.
Yes.
Listen, Ant-Man.
Yo, you know what? Like, everybody's comparing him to MJ, and I honestly seen some glimpses of MJ. Remember MJ playing against the Trailblazers in the finals, I think probably in 92, 93. And MJ, when he went off for the 9 threes.
Right, and
he
was
gave
just like...
you know what I mean? And Ant-Man was just in his bag, just...
Once that tray ball is going for him, you can't stop him. It's over.
Right.
Once that 3 is going down consistently,
it's problem.
It's over.
Problem.
Like,
you know?
If he's able to shoot that on a consistent level, he's gonna be the best player in a couple years.
In due time.
Definitely. Like, he's gonna be the best player. And I love the fact that even though he was cooking KD, he was like, yo, that was like the moment of my life. This is, after the game.
Yeah, he said that's
the moment of my life.
He looks up to KD.
Everybody knows KD's my GOAT. And, but he was disrespectful towards that boy.
He was very disrespectful.
He called him an old last name and all that. He was like, yeah, old last name. Like, yo,
right?
That was just, KD, all he could do is laugh.
All he could do is laugh.
Because he knows that he got love. They got love for each other, right? So,
and shout out Nikhil Alexander-Walker, baby.
Oh, he was the guy.
He was a key factor, man.
I want to say he was one of the main reasons why they opened that lead up.
Yeah, two-way.
He was hitting those threes,
locking up.
He was guarding D-Book.
D-Book,
the guy that we said we should be worried about for the Olympics, who said he's gonna sit in the corner and shoot threes.
Yeah.
Like when shit on the line, D-Book is like, come on, man. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry. D-Book gonna have to come crazy next game.
They have no choice. They can't go down 2-0.
Well, they can, as long as they defend their home, right?
I guess so.
So
but you always want to steal one.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. You got to steal one.
You have to win on the other
on
teams.
On the other team's court.
Especially if they're the higher seed.
Right.
But it was a good game in the beginning, and then the third quarter
just opened up for Minnesota.
Yeah, opened up for Minnesota.
They got some size.
They got size.
They got the guard play. You know what I mean? And they got
Ant-Man. I think he had like 18 in the third quarter or something.
Third quarter, he went
crazy. Yeah, because he wasn't going off like that in the first half, and that's why the game was close. But once he took over, he was the best player on the floor. Right. Listen, man, I think Hong thinks that we hate Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a problem.
Straight problem.
He's a problem. But he ain't Shea. I'm just telling you that he ain't better than Shea. So when we say Ant is a problem, what is Shea?
He's a rude
Shay's
boy.
He's Shea gonna cook you.
Disrespectful rude boy.
Yeah, he gonna cook you and then put lyrics in the bars that he cooked you on Instagram after.
And shout out, hold on. What did I tell you about him on sign with Converse?
Oh yeah,
Come on now. We gotta start getting some chucks.
I know, right?
Come on.
Shout
out Converse, man.
What did they make him like a director or something of basketball for Converse? Like
they have to give him some steak.
Some crazy like he owns Converse now.
Bottom line.
So that bag was probably crazy. So shout out Shea. Lakers and Nuggets.
Man, I think
Lakers. What was the score? 102 to 114. Nuggets.
Yeah. I mean, Lakers started off well. That first half, that first quarter, I was like, yo. These guys may
They might steal this one.
They may steal this one.
Yeah.
But, you know, with all that being said, I think LeBron and AD combined for damn near 40 points almost.
In
You
the
know what
first
I
half,
mean?
right?
In the first half. And they were only up 3.
Right,
It
right.
felt like they were up 17. But
Only
when
up
you look
3.
at the score, they're only up 3.
But I think a lot of people feel because AD can actually have his way with Joker,
Yeah.
I think that's why they believe, like, if D'Lo can just give him something, he was 6 for 20.
Right.
Like, D'Lo, the whole D'Lo's coming back.
Right.
The one that almost got him ran out of LA last time. So
Right.
he's just not a playoff performer.
The memes are already out, man. There's some funny memes going on right now.
To me, I just think he just needs to shut up.
Just
play basketball. And he
Right.
doesn't shut up enough. He hits a shot, he's talking crazy.
Yeah.
I seen him talking crazy against New Orleans, the
Yup.
Pelicans. He needs to shut up and play. But if they don't get anything from D'Lo or Reeves,
Yeah.
it's gonna be rough. And the problem
Listen,
with
man.
Denver is they got those long defenders.
Right.
They got KCP.
Yup.
They got Gordon.
Yup.
They got Braun.
Braun.
Brown. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Right.
I think he's a second-year kid. So they got long defenders
They're
that
good,
can
man.
guard.
Yup.
So it makes it tough.
They're a well-oiled machine, fam.
Like I seen D'Lo get the ball, swing it to him. He was ready to, KCP was like you're not getting it off. Put it on the floor. Ran him right off that 3-point line.
Right.
Like Denver, like, man, when they put them clamps and then they push the floor, when Joker grabs that rebound and starts pushing it, KCP 3, transition 3, it's tough to beat those guys,
Everybody knows their
man.
position, man. That's why they're going back to back. It's
tough to beat those guys,
They're
man.
going back to back.
And then Jamal Murray, you see what he does.
Yo, just call him Mr. 7.5.
Yeah. That's his increase, by the way, if you don't know.
That's going to be his name for this playoff, 7.5, because that's how much he's going to average. That's how much points per game of an increase he averages in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Regular season Jamal and 7.5 Jamal, two totally different Jamals.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So,
and when he sees the Lakers, his eyes just get wide for whatever reason. He's cooking all of them boys.
All of them, man.
He had 22. What do you have? 22 and 10?
6 and 10.
Come on,
something
man.
like 7.5.
Top 30, huh? Disrespect.
Don't disrespect.
Disrespect.
Man. Don't disrespect.
But I want to ask, because we got some games today. We got Pacers versus Bucks.
Yeah.
I want to go back and I want to hear what you think about the whole series and who's going to win the series. Who's going to win the series between Philadelphia and Knicks? Who you got in that series?
I got the Knicks, man.
Got the Knicks?
I got the Knicks winning the series just off the strength of Embiid's health.
Right.
I think Maxi's going to go off.
He went off last
night.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Knicks just got too much grit.
Right.
You know, man, on the defensive end, and Brunson
Those boys play hard, man.
Brunson's a problem, bro.
Yeah, he's a problem.
He's relentless. He's gonna get his buckets, and his buckets are loud and they're disrespectful.
I actually like this New York team without Julius Randle.
That's sad to say, but it's
I
the
actually
truth.
like the team without Julius. Like,
Yeah,
if they can get rid of Julius and get some other, parts or whatever, put some draft picks together and maybe try to land a big star. Maybe I don't know. They should try to do something.
I don't even think they need a big star. I think Brunson is
Klay?
the big star.
What about Klay Thompson?
I don't think he has that defense for that Knicks makeup on the perimeter, bro.
Got that shooting.
Yeah, I mean, he got that shooting when he wants. Like that 0 for 10. The way he went out, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
he didn't even score a damn point.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's why he was looking at the arena like, damn,
it's
bad.
That's
Went
bad.
out bad. But who you got with the Suns and the Timberwolves?
Man, I got the Suns, man.
The Suns won. They won the 3 games during the regular season.
Right.
They won all 3.
Right.
Ant-Man was actually upset that he said that Bradley Beal told him, like, you guys don't play hard.
Right.
You guys don't play hard enough. And
Right.
then Ant-Man agreed with him, and so showed him something different first game. But you got the Suns?
I got the Suns.
I got
and
Sixers. I got the Sixers in the first round. I just think that when Embiid is there, even if he's not 100, his presence is just insane. And the Knicks have zero answer for him when he wants to actually get on the low block and actually play and not be on the perimeter like a guard. So I think once he's there, even if he's 80%, it just opens up a lot. Tyrese Maxey is going to go off.
Yep.
You got Tobias Harris that can get
Shout
some
out
shots.
Kyle Lowry, baby.
You know,
he had
Kyle
18
Lowry,
last night.
Kyle Lowry. It just opens up a lot of different things. So I'm picking the Sixers in that series. The Suns, I'm picking, man, this is a tough one. And I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Wow. Of all people, Iggy, you're going to go with Minnesota?
It's just, they're just too big. They got 2 7-footers. They got a 7-footer playing power forward, and they got a 7 foot something guy playing the center. They're just
Right.
too big. And if Ant-Man is going to give us this production
Mhm.
and be the best player in the series, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard for the Suns like to win.
But
like
I just feel offensively, you got some nuclear weapons.
I agree with that, but
that could go
I'm
off
not a
that can
believer.
change the series.
I'm not a believer in Booker anymore. Like I'm
Wow.
starting to lose hope in Booker, and that's my thing. And then Bradley Beal is just like he's just a little sometimes for me.
He's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, like you just
where
can't
it
figure it
go
out in the
out.
playoff playoff duel.
Right.
They had to have, and I know they haven't played a lot of games together, and maybe next year might be their year. But to me, like, why don't you play Bobo? You know, why don't you play Nurkic and Bobo together?
Right.
Like, you know, smaller, get the lineup. So it could be a lineup of maybe Bradley Beal, Booker, KD, Bobo, and Nurkic.
Yeah.
Play that lineup. That's a big lineup.
See what happens.
And see what happens.
Right.
Just to try to, offset those two 7-footers. But I think Bobo is going to have to play the series.
He has to.
And he has to play hard. If Bobo plays hard, he can be effective. But right now, man, Nikhil is looking really good. Nas is looking real good.
Nice.
Like,
they got a squad over
They
there,
got a
man.
squad, man. And I wasn't a believer in this Minnesota, but I actually want to see somebody new win the championship this year.
Oh yeah.
So even if either one of them win, Phoenix, neither one of them won a championship.
Right.
So I'm okay with that.
I don't know about seeing somebody new. I think Denver once again.
I want to see somebody new.
Back
but
to back.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota that series. Who do you have with the Cavs and the Magic?
I think it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. I love what the Magics are doing. They're young. They're still developing their
Paulo's
core.
tough.
They're nice, bro.
I think they messed up not picking them on the USA team.
Yeah, they did too. Though we can talk about that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going with Cleveland. I think the best player is on Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, they got
and their point guard is just like
and when
he's
they
nice.
do the seven, their front court is just
They're big too.
they're big, man.
Yeah, they got Mobley, they got Allen.
Yeah.
You know, power forward, center, and then they got Darius Garland, the point guard, and their guard play is tough,
super tough.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Cavs as well.
Yeah.
Lakers and Nuggets. Who you got out of that series?
I was gonna say Lakers.
Yeah, yo, that's what you wanted to say. Come on with this.
No,
let me find out you're a low key Lakers fan.
No, you know what? Let the media talk about the Lakers all day, every day. I'm going with Denver, gentleman sweep, 4-1, and yeah,
4-1.
I'll give Lakers a win probably in the crypto arena there, but
I got Denver, but I think it's gonna go 6 or 7 games.
6 or 7.
Yeah, I think the Lakers figured something out. Well, they kind of did it last year as well, where AD, I don't like it, but they allowed Rui to guard Joker.
Mm-hmm.
AD kind of stayed in the back trying to rim protect. If Aaron Gordon can't make shots, it's going to be real key in this series.
That's if he can't. I mean,
he has to make some shots,
right?
Because he has to pull AD away from the basket because AD's just camping out. So I don't think Aaron Gordon should play the dunker spot. I think he should go out on the perimeter, and if he's able to hit shots, AD has to guard him. But they're kind of daring Aaron Gordon to shoot, and it looks bad.
It does.
So
it does.
I think that's the strategy that they're going to try to go with. I don't like it because I'd like to see the matchups because Joker's guarding AD, but I want to see AD guard Joker. I like to see the stars guard each other. So I'm gonna say I'm still picking Denver. Don't get it twisted because Jamal Murray. I think they have Jamal Murray, who's one of the better players in the series, and Joker is the best player in the series, obviously. But they just have a better complete team.
They do, man.
And D'Lo is 6 for 20. It ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, sir.
Nah. And
that
like I said, man, Jamal,
and he can't guard a soul. Like Jamal Murray, like he can't guard nobody.
Right.
I mean, a D'Lo, and they pick on D'Lo and they pick on Reeves. Like those guys can't guard. When they see Reeves, it's just like their
eyes light up.
Their eyes light up, and they just like, yo, these guys can't guard.
You know
so
what I mean? Jamal definitely eyes light up. You know?
He feels disrespected.
That's 7.5. You know why you gonna call him 7.5? Because watch, he's gonna see D'Lo or Reeves guarding them and just buckets. 7.5. I'm gonna tell you why I'm 7.5 points per game.
Who you got with Pacers versus the Bucks in that series?
Man, it hurts for me because I want to see Dame. I want to see Dame and Giannis at full strength going up against Boston. But I think I'm going with the Pacers. I think the Pacers are gonna eliminate Milwaukee first round.
Yeah.
Giannis is not going to be 100%, and it kind of shows you eliminate Giannis's athleticism, and you put him in the game. I don't know if his skill set can take him over the hump.
You know his skill set is not. It's
You know
not
what
that
I
you
mean?
don't know. You know.
He needs his athleticism. He needs those.
100%. Yeah.
He needs that. So
And this is why when I always say, when I put him over, when I put guys like KD and those guys over him, people are, oh, why? Yo, Giannis has grabbed that rebound. He's relentless. But when you take away that athleticism, what does he look like? You take away KD. KD can play like this for another 5 years.
right,
Jump shots, making like his skill set is crazy. It's out of this world.
right,
If Giannis doesn't get that, and LeBron had to adapt, he had to get that,
right,
and it's still not there, but it's better than what it was,
right.
where he can still be effective and average in 25, in
Right.
year 21. So I'm going with the Pacers as well.
We're gonna see if Giannis plays. We'll see, but
I think he's sitting out. Is he sitting? Oh no, that's Kawhi sitting out first game. I don't know if he's sitting out yet. I don't know if he's playing first game or not.
The way he went down with nobody touching him, I'm just like, those ones kind of remind me of when Shaq playing for Boston or whatever, and he's running down the court and he's looking back like somebody kicked him.
Yeah, and that's all Achilles.
That was
The same thing with KD though. When they said it was a calf,
right,
and then he came back with the Raptors,
right,
and he popped that shit.
right.
So,
Yeah,
and if he's not
Milwaukee,
playing in that series, it's over.
it's done, man.
Like I think it's over. I think it's over. I just think the Pacers are not scared of him.
No, they're not.
And,
They want that smoke.
They want
man.
that smoke. They
want
beat
that
him in the
smoke.
regular season.
Right. And they got stronger with Pascal.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yep.
It's scary.
So
Shout out Andrew Nemhard too. Man, we shout out all the Canadians that are in the playoffs right now, baby. You know what I mean? We got O'Shea Brissett, Jamal Murray, Andrew Nemhard, you know what I mean? Lou Dort, Nickel, Alexander Walker, and of course, Shea, man.
You can't forget about 7.5 Jamal Murray.
I said,
oh, you did? Okay.
Of course, Mr. 7.5, man.
Okay, who you got? Mavericks versus Clippers. Kawhi's not playing first game. I got Mavericks in that series. I hate that. I hate the fact that they actually got this matchup. Luka destroys the Clippers
by himself. Now he got Kyrie
that's
gelling. They're gelling. That's a
Daniel
scary matchup. That is scary.
They got PJ Washington. Like those two pickups were huge.
No, you're right with Washington.
Next year, when they have a full season together,
yeah.
Oh my God. That team is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Just keep Kyrie straight and keep him healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they're tough. I see the Mavericks. That's my dark horse in the West. But I got Mavericks winning this series versus the Clippers. I'm sorry. I love the Clippers. PG is one of my favorite players. Kawhi is sitting out his first game.
We've seen this
is a bad matchup, man. It's a bad matchup for these guys, man.
Right.
It's a bad. You got the Clipper? You got the Mavericks?
I got the Mavs in 6.
Okay. Heat versus Celtics. Who you got?
I want to say the Heat, just because Celtics dominance is just crazy, and I want to see an upset, but I got Boston.
And I think
JT,
hurt.
I think I heard LeBron talk about it earlier, man, in one of the pods there, and
you still listen to that shit?
Of course I do, man.
You know
what I mean? But like, he brought up a great point in regards to JT's what, 25? Not even? Is he 25?
Jason Tatum? Yeah, he's not. He's not too old.
Right? He's been to 4 conference finals and a championship already.
Yeah, he's tough. He's overdue. It's on the way.
His time's coming eventually.
The championship's on the way.
And Jaylen Brown's right beside him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see if this is the year. I still think like who was it? I think the Knicks kind of got physical with them.
Right.
And like that whole finesse game wasn't working.
Once you make them just straight jump shooters, then you have a chance.
You have a chance. So we'll see.
When those guys are making shots and they're going to the basket, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
So
I got the Celtics in that series.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Butler hurt his knee, so I don't think he's gonna be playing. Without Jimmy Butler, what the hell what do you have?
Right. Well, it's a great opportunity for Bam to go off.
Bam can go off, but who else is going to go off with him?
Right.
They need to, and
Tyler Hero.
They need to do it as a collective group. Right. Like that's the Heat culture.
But that's what I'm saying. And Coach Spo, he can rock with this. He can rock with this lineup.
Yeah, he ain't gonna rock.
He'll throw a couple strategies out there.
That
we'll
lineup
see what
is
happens.
a wrap.
They can steal one. If they're gonna steal one, it's gonna be today. It's gonna be game 1. If they steal one.
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. But who you got versus the Pelicans versus the Thunder? OKC. Who you got in that series?
I love Coach Green, man. His strategies, just him as a person, solid brother. Nah, But I gotta go Shea, man. I got OKC.
I'm like,
man.
what are you thinking about?
I got OKC, man. They don't got Zion. You know what I mean? I think he's out with the hamstring.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. It should be. Remember, OKC is fairly young as well. In the playoffs, this is something totally different.
Listen, man, Shea and the OKC Thunder, they've been hearing the talks.
Mhm.
They've been hearing, Unk, Shannon Sharp say this is the weakest number 1 seed in NBA history.
Oh, okay.
Disrespectful.
Off the jump.
Everybody felt like if the Lakers really wanted this matchup, they would have won. You think OKC's not hearing that shit?
They're hearing it.
Yo, them boys is turned right now. I feel sorry for whoever catches these boys. Them young goons. I got OKC, man. That's all I gotta say.
OKC. I got OKC as well.
Yeah. Okay, those are the predictions, man. Talk to us. Let us know you guys' predictions, man, in the comments.
Yes, sir.
Eddie, I want to talk about Team USA. So they
hold up. Before Team USA though.
What?
Minnesota, man.
Oh, yes.
Minnesota's doing their damn thing.
No,
Like, I know we were
100%.
talking about them earlier, but let's just first time in 20 years, fam.
First time in 20 years, they actually had a good team.
Right.
I don't know about those Kevin Love teams. I don't even know if they were a playoff team with those Kevin Love.
Kevin Love just got his numbers.
He just got his numbers. He was getting ridiculous numbers, like 25 and like 15 rebounds, something crazy.
Right.
That's why Bron wanted him to be over there. But Minnesota, they haven't been good in 20 years. And it's so crazy to see, like, does it take actually 20 years to construct a really good team when you're starting over again? Because they got it in the draft.
Right.
They got Rudy Gobert off a trade.
Right.
But they shipped off a shitload of draft picks over there to Utah to get him. So, and everybody felt like that was the dumbest thing they did. And it looked like it wasn't. It looked like that was a smart move for them.
Right.
Playing the 2 7-footers, which normally guys don't do because the league is such a guard-driven league and wings. So I love the fact that they're back. And I like I said earlier, I don't mind if a new team, I want to see a new champion.
Right.
Minnesota's never won a championship before.
Right.
So if they do win, I'm okay with that.
Right.
But like we haven't 2004, the last time. Who was on that roster? Kevin Garnett, obviously Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, Hudson, Troy Hudson.
Yeah. I even say shout out Gary Trent.
Gary Trent.
Senior.
Yeah.
He was on that squad.
Who else?
They had that Hudson kid. They had Devin
Hassel.
Yeah. They had what was that dude? That's the Spanish man, Madsen, played on the Lakers.
Madsen,
the dude that kept dancing.
Oliver Candy was on there.
Oliver Candy was on there. They had a squad, man.
They were number 1 seed in the West.
Number 1 seed,
and they ended up losing to the Lakers,
right?
In the Western Conference Finals.
The Western Conference Finals.
Right.
I think their biggest win was that Game 7 win. I felt when they beat Sacramento.
Sacramento was a really good team back then. They with Chris Webber, Mike Bibby, those guys. Page Stojakovic.
Yep. And funny story was well, not funny, but I think that kind of cost them the chip that year because Sam Cassell hit a big shot Game 7 and did that. Let my nuts hang type celebration. And I think he tweaked his hip. I think he tweaked his hip. You know what I mean? So he was unavailable for that Western Conference Final against the Lakers. And I personally think if he was healthy,
they would have won.
He would have. No disrespect to the glove, Gary Payton, but when Gary Payton was on the Lakers, he was getting a little older.
He was the man.
And them point guards back then
cooking him.
Chauncey
cooked him.
That's why Chauncey got MVP. He was the reason why they won that chip, Detroit, because he just cooked.
Lakers end up losing in that finals, against Detroit.
Cooked Gary Payton.
And I think
they had no answer for him.
If you put the Minnesota Timberwolves over there, do they beat that Lakers team? I mean, do they beat that Detroit team?
Healthy, yes. That's
a good conversation.
Because you would have had Rasheed against KG. They would have canceled each other out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know
tough.
Ben Wallace, the ultimate helper on defense. You know what I mean? But Garnett was just a different breed, man. You know what I mean? Hassel will be chasing
Rip Hamilton.
That'd
have been a good matchup. That'd have been good to see.
Cassell and Hudson versus Rip and Chauncey in the backcourt. It would have been nice. That would have been a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
I think you know, when it
Because
was
Lakers,
Lakers,
was it Gentleman Sweep or 5-1 or
I think it was 4-1,
4-1?
man. Yeah, man, something like that.
Yeah,
man.
it wasn't a pretty.
It was just bad because you could just see the mismatches.
Yeah,
And Karl Malone was in 100. Like
Karl Malone was
he was
old.
hurt.
Him and Kobe were beefing because the man
Right.
tried to holler at his wife. Disrespect,
bro.
right?
Right.
It was bad. And then that's when Shaq was like, I think Kobe was like, me or him. It's over.
Right.
And that was Shaq's last year.
That was Shaq's last year.
That was a really, really good. Yo, I love the fact that
20 years later.
20 years later.
Yeah.
And Minnesota's back, number 1 seed. Well,
they were battling. It was a 3-way tie.
It was a 3-way tie, like
Yeah.
the number wise, like, you know. But yo, I love to see it, man. I like I said, I want to see a new team win.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys, man. Minnesota, they grind. They got they did it. They didn't pay for a championship like
Right.
certain franchise do, right? Lakers, you know,
Yeah. They
always trying to, you know,
they got the dollars.
They always trying to get guys out of,
Right.
you know, and steal players. They got their stuff out the mud. Drafted Ant Edwards. They drafted Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
They made a trade, you know, but they ain't stealing nobody because nobody really want to go to
They got to
Minnesota.
get their admin stuff in order at the end of the day, man. I think even back then, you know, they had a little discrepancy with Joe Smith's contract or something like that.
Right.
Some under the table stuff, and Joe Smith got in trouble, and it just brought a negative light over there.
Yeah,
right now, you got management or owners beefing with each other. They got to bring in a mediator to try and fix this. A-Rod's beefing with the other owner.
You don't want to sell no more.
Right? So it's like,
you don't want to sell no more because now the team is nice. You don't want to
right?
sell no more. That's crazy.
You're gonna mess up something good right here. Y'all better fix up, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. But shout out Minnesota.
Minnesota, straight up.
Team USA.
Yeah.
They got their cuts. They got LeBron, KD, Curry, Booker, Kawhi, AD, Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it. But Tatum, they got Bam, they got Drew Holiday, they got Ant-Man, they got Tyrese Halliburton.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that team?
My thoughts is, well, you heard Ant-Man. What did Ant-Man say to KD? Game
Old
one?
ass.
Old ass nigga?
Yeah.
Old ass N-word, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, out of respect.
Right.
He knows what it is. I think all the basketball minds in the world know what it is. Steph, LeBron, KD. Unless they're going to take a leadership role, you know what I mean? And not expect the Steph, LeBron, KD type of treatment, they got to let the young boys rock out if they want to secure that gold.
They're not going to take.
And if they don't do that, this is going to be a very interesting Olympics when anybody can get this gold.
Did you think they missed out on any guys? Like I heard guys like
Kyrie, Brunson. They could have went with another. Well, AD can work. AD and Bam. I might have been upset with that.
What about the big kid from Memphis? He kind of felt it weird. Like damn.
Yeah.
He missed out on it.
He missed out on it. He did. I mean, bro, you were part of the third place before. You didn't even get a medal. You know what I mean? I get that played a part too. That's why they're bringing in these Avengers.
He was looking bad,
right? But my whole thing is like the Steph is already out the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron and KD, they could possibly be eliminated first round. So maybe they'll get rest going into the Olympics. Kawhi, they picked up, he's not even playing first round. Or maybe, first game at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's just the age piece. Like, it's a young man's league right now, fams. And
Kyrie said that he misses the times when they would pick, a bunch of players and they go out to Vegas and it was like a tryout.
Right.
Because Kyrie just wants that smoke.
Just wants that smoke, man.
Let me
match
up with some of these guys that you guys are picking.
Right.
I'm cooking all of them. That's
every last one of them. So, yeah, the process was, bringing the jersey to a man's house and showing all that. Cool, but that's the lineup. That's the roster you're going to have to work with, man.
I just want to see who's starting. Because if they're going to start this big lineup with Bron and, Curry and Tatum and AD and Kate, I just don't think that lineup doesn't work. Like, people think, like, let me just throw out a bunch of stars.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work like that. And the times where people think that USA is just going to dominate you by 75, like back in the dream, there hasn't been like that ever since.
No, nope.
It hasn't. So
even with Kobe.
Not even with Kobe, though. They didn't beat Spain by 40.
Right.
They just barely won.
And who's going to be on this team? Who's going to be the Kobe? Who's going to be that dude that everybody can just kind of turn to for advice? You know what I mean?
Maybe LeBron might try to be that guy.
Possible. Okay. Maybe. but he ain't no Kobe.
No, he's
know what I
definitely not
mean?
Kobe.
But we'll see, fams.
Give us our thoughts, man, on the USA team. Who they miss out on? Who did the USA Olympics? Who should have grabbed Kyrie? You know, should they have put, Jaylen Brown? Who they miss out on USA team? Talk to us in the comments. Eddie House.
Oof.
So Eddie House was on a pod, or he's on this show. I forget the name of the show, but he was talking about he felt disrespected by LeBron's comments, and he was basically saying like I wasn't in the game because LeBron felt like his supporting cast wasn't that great, which is just insane. Like I don't know who like you give him any more, he has an all-star team.
Right.
Like if I got 3 big fish, if I give you any more, you have an all-star team.
Right.
We could have been in that court. Like me and you could have been in the back court. You and Kent could have been in the back court with them 3. Like what else do you need? You don't need nothing else. So I think it was an excuse, but Eddie House felt disrespected.
Yeah.
And he said, like, if you want to play the blame game, let's talk about the fourth quarters with you.
The man said LeBron was there in spirit.
He was there in spirit. He goes, he goes, you were on the court, but he goes, was he on the court? He goes, he was there in spirit.
Right.
So I want to talk to you about some numbers here. Game 1,
yeah,
he had 5 points in the fourth quarter. He ended up with 24 in that game, but he was 2 for 4. They won. Game 1. Game 2, he had 2 points in the fourth quarter. He was 0 for 4. They lost. He ended up with 20 points. Game 3, 2 points again in the fourth quarter. 2 points. He was 1 for 3. They actually won. He had 17 in that game. This is LeBron James we're talking about.
Right.
This is not Chris Bosh.
Right.
This is LeBron. So I want you to take these numbers in. Game 3, he had 2 points. He was 1 for 3. They won. He had 17. Game 4, he had 0 in the fourth.
Right.
0 points. He was 0 for 1. They lost. He had 8 points in that game.
Took 1 shot in that quarter.
Game 4, guys. He had 8 points. 8 points. 0 in the fourth.
Right.
Game 5, he had 2 points in the fourth quarter. He was 1 for 4. They lost. He had 17 points in that game.
Right.
Game 6, he had 7 points in the fourth. He was 2 for 5. They lost. He had 21 in that game. Those are the fourth quarter numbers.
Right.
So is Eddie House onto something when he was saying this? Because he mentioned, he goes, bro, you can't blame me. I wasn't on the court. I averaged 17 minutes for the season, averaged 7 points a game. I didn't play like that. You were the one playing, and you're the guy who's supposed to take us to the promised land.
Right. No,
What is your thoughts on Eddie House when he his shots back at LeBron? What is your thoughts?
I rate it because you got guys that play that supporting cast role on teams at times, and their job is to complement you. You understand? So like if you're drawing double teams or you're imposing your will to open it up for us, we're gonna deliver. But it all starts with you. You understand? And just to throw us under the bus, I say us, but I'm like, just to throw the man under the bus, man, that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? It wasn't called for. Hopefully he apologized offline. But
I don't think so.
But Eddie House is right. He's 1,000% right. And I feel like goes down to the GOAT conversation, bro. Like, I mean, LeBron's one of the hardest working ballers out there and one of the smartest basketball players out there. Like, you know what I mean? And if work hard, play hard, work hard type person was if that was a face, if that was a person, it would be LeBron, like, because he's that guy. But man, you and MJ fams.
You gotta own it.
Do stuff like this.
You just gotta own it. You just gotta own it, right? Because the others or the supporting cast, they only can do so much.
Right.
But you're not supposed to lean on the others to take you to the promised land. Right. The others are supposed to lean on you, the superstar, top 5 player in the world. I mean, the best player in the world.
Right.
Is what they would say. The GOAT. Why are you leaning on Eddie House or Shane Battier? No, they're supposed to lean on you to take them to the promised land and take them over the top.
Facts.
Dwayne Wade did his job.
Everybody did their job.
Chris Bosh did his job as the third option.
Right.
It was you. You averaged 17.8 for the series. Come on, you were
but just break it down,
fifth.
like,
You were 5th in scoring in the whole. How can the greatest player on earth be 5th in the scoring in the whole series?
But no, real talk. You brought it up earlier in the show. Back then, he didn't really have a back to the basket type bag. You know what I mean? He didn't have his game wasn't fully polished. You know what I mean? From a skill standpoint.
Right.
So when the game slowed down, and Dallas did a phenomenal job of making them, be a half-court team.
Come on, man. He had old ass Jason Kidd.
Hey, man, but he's J Kidd was wise with it, man. They were all wise hoopers, bro. And they knew his deficiency at that time. You know what I mean? That he wasn't that skilled in the half court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he played right into that. And he could not create for others. He couldn't create for himself, clearly. The numbers show. But he couldn't create for others as well. So, now you can see that he's well polished.
Not well. It's better.
Okay, I'll give
better.
you better.
Not well. Way better. But
right? But yeah.
I don't know. Just let us know in the comments what you guys feel about Eddie House's comments, man. Was he tripping? Just let us know.
Definitely wasn't tripping.
So let's go on, man. We're moving on to hip hop. We got to talk about that boy Drake. He dropped another freestyle, tailor-made freestyle. Just going at Kendrick
again.
And I want to take a listen. But before I listen to it, I want to people gotta stop acting like LeBron. I mean, like Drake is like he doesn't write his raps. Like we have to understand what this is. He used AI, but he wrote all the lyrics.
Right. He just used the voice.
He just used AI as the voice. Right. So that has nothing to do with the writing and ghost writing. And I'm reading comments. I'm like, guys are just so stupid.
They just don't understand AI. Though.
Yeah, they want to use this. He has ghostwriter so bad, and that's the only thing you had on him.
Right.
That's the only thing you have on him. When Drake was on tour and he was just doing his thing, y'all push this man like right, respond. Right. Kendrick ain't on tour. We're still waiting. We're still waiting.
I am hoping that he responds, number one. But I have a feeling that Dr. Dre is going to be involved. Dr. Dre is going to probably bless Kendrick with a beat. And he's just going to go crazy. Because now it's almost like the whole of the West Coast be like, yo, Kendrick, what are we doing right now? We made you the king.
I think that was so creative how he did it,
man.
Oh, man.
When
I heard that Friday, I was like, yo, is this guy trip? Like, he's insane.
Nah,
Drake is officially a top 5. He's a top 4 artist of all time. Top 4.
He's cementing himself.
He's the top 4 of all time.
Because
he jumped in my top 4.
He was just so creative with it, bro. Like he brought the whole 8 Mile.
Yes.
8 Mile.
This myself
yes. Thing. Like,
so what are you gonna say?
What are you gonna say now?
Kendrick is Papa Dot right now. What are you doing? Right. Are you gonna rap or are you gonna stumble? He's Papa Dot. Let me make fun of myself.
Right.
That light-skinned Canadian, he likes young girls and all that.
All that. What are you gonna say?
What are you gonna say now?
Right.
That was genius.
He used the voices of 2 of the most influential West Coast rappers.
He knows that. He understands. So this is how smart he is. He understands that Tupac is one of his idols.
Right.
So let me use Tupac, one of your idols. Right. And then let me use Snoop, the one who handed you the keys to the West Coast, and used his voice.
Come on.
But wrote all the lyrics.
Come on.
Like, you never got a fight in your life. You never been to jail.
Right.
And then, we got to play this track. Yo, we got to play this track real quick, man. Tailor-made freestyle Drake. Let's get it, man.
Right now, it seem like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Yeah, that's the truth. I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bow move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or 2. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood.
Not in
I
the
love it when you
mood,
niggas
man.
talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You tryna let this shit die down. Nah, not this time, nigga. You
Following through.
You need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We
Waiting on you.
The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all
Getting it too.
Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose.
Mm-hmm.
On the loose. Yo!
He's just waiting for a response. Bro.
Yo!
Very creative, bro. That was tough right there.
Anybody who says that was corny, that was weird, yo, you guys are haters. You guys are haters. And this is what I meant about when I was like, man, when he responds, people are gonna like, man, he doesn't write his raps.
They're gonna find something.
That. They're trying, so it's like he's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Why isn't Kendrick getting that same treatment? We're waiting on you.
Right.
We're waiting on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand. Like, you guys poke this guy. Now he's coming with these tracks. You know, oh, it's AI. Bro, he wrote the lyrics. We heard the original.
Yeah.
We heard the original with his voice.
Right.
He wrote the lyrics.
Crazy.
He just AI'd the voice. The voice. Like,
Crazy. It's crazy, man. I just want to. I really do hope Kendrick responds.
we're waiting on you.
In the next 2 weeks. Let that Taylor Swift run for the week. You know what I mean? The thing
He
about
said
it,
Taylor's
Drake,
the new top.
you feel me? Drake is calling it though. Like Drake is actually calling the shots. It's like saying, all right, you're gonna have to wait for Taylor to drop her stuff. That drive by go by a bit, then you come with your response.
Yo,
I'll be waiting though.
I think Drake got I think he got a banger.
He got
These songs are good.
Yeah, he got
Push-ups
something.
is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I think
And
Push-ups
speaking of push-up, talk about them streams,
yeah,
fams.
5.6 million in one day. in
Sorry, Rick
Spotify.
Ross. That annihilated.
5.6 million streams on Spotify
Damn.
in one day. Push-ups.
Mm.
What did Rick Ross do? 603?
92 or something. Is it 692, something like
Yo,
that?
just ask for a feature, Rose. Just ask for a feature. if
No,
that's
you
what
ain't
wanted.
getting it again,
If that's
B.
what you wanted, ask
You
for a
ain't
feature.
getting it again. Sorry.
But I think Drake got one of the probably illest diss tracks
Mm-hmm.
just sitting there.
No, he
Waiting.
has to.
Waiting.
Just waiting.
This is why Chubbs is like, yo, drop, little boy. I dare you to. This is why Drake is like, yo, drop. Holla at me. Like, this is K Dot, the boogeyman, right?
You better have a Dr. Dre. He must have
A
something.
quadruple, what do you say? A quintuple or whatever you said, entendre.
Entendre.
Like, come on. Like, yo, some shit I don't even understand.
Crazy.
Yo, Drake's top 5, man. He's top 4 for me. I don't care what anybody. He is top 4 for me. He solidified himself. He is not backing up from nobody.
This is dope right here, man.
He's top 4 for me. I'm sorry.
Get your popcorn ready.
Yes,
eventually.
sir.
Hopefully my popcorn don't stale. I'm waiting on Kendrick, man. I don't want to have to reheat it or throw it out. I don't want my popcorn to stale, baby.
Waiting for Kendrick.
Come on, man. I got my popcorn ready, Kendrick.
Yo.
Come on, baby.
Oh, we waiting on you.
We waiting on you, baby.
But moving on to Nas, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
On the 19th, was it?
Yeah.
He Illmatic. Yeah.
30-year anniversary, man.
Where do you rank? What's your thoughts on Illmatic first? And what's your favorite song on the album?
The World Is Yours. I was young at the time, so like The World Is Yours, my cousins used to bump that religiously. And my cousins back in the Scarborough days were just making dollars.
Scarborough. Okay.
Yeah, Scarborough, you know. You know what I mean? Shout out. You know who you are. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? The World Is Yours was always bumping, so, you know, that was something I just gravitated towards. And as you get older now, like, you know, that was one of that kind of put the East Coast on the map. You know what I mean? That Illmatic album. So, and it's one of the top albums ever. So,
would you say Illmatic is a top tier? Like, where would you place it if you had a top 10 list? Does it make the top 10 list?
It makes the top 10 for sure. Top 5.
Yeah, me too.
Top 5.
I give it top 5. Again, I like It's Yours. New York State of Mind. It's crazy. One Love. Like, yo, honestly, it's definitely one of my favorite albums for sure. Nas. It's like when he came out, that lyrical, like when he would come out, the lyrical content that he was dropping was just insane.
Yeah, it was
like he made you think.
Timeless, man.
He made you think, man. And I think
Bottom
he was one
line.
of the first guys for me
Mm-hmm.
when it came to like rap, rhyming, and really like real hip hop, like
Right.
to make you really think. It wasn't just rhyming, just putting a bunch of words together and just rhyming and making it
Right.
sound cool.
Nah.
Like he was putting things together and
He was
storytelling and
making
music.
you think for the future too, man.
He made you think, and he was storyteller. So Nas is one of my favorites. He's top 5 for me. He's 5, number 5. Drake just passed him.
Mhm.
But Nas, this album is definitely a top 5 album for me. Illmatic, one of the top albums ever. I want to know where you place Nas Illmatic. Is it a top 5 album for you? Let me know. Illmatic, man, 30-year anniversary.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 30 years ago he
man.
dropped that.
We getting old, B.
Yo,
God
that
damn.
is insane.
Yeah.
That's wild. But I want to move on to Drip or Trip.
Yeah.
Drip or Trip. We got Dawn Staley
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Dawn Staley is probably one of the most fashionable women in the game, man.
And she does it so subtle.
And I'm talking boys, girl, like in the
Facts.
game, period.
In the game, period.
Like, I love the way she dresses, man. Dawn Staley is just a fashion icon for me. Like, she doesn't do, the traditional, dress jacket and
Right.
pants, like the rest of the coaches. Or
Right.
some coaches will just do a sweater
Right.
and some pants.
Right.
Like, she's bringing that urban flavor,
Urban.
on the sideline with a $6,000, like, Louis Vuitton
Right.
jacket. Like, she got about $15,000 outfit on, and you just like, it's all right. You wouldn't even know. Like, she is dope, man. I want to break down this outfit here with Dawn Staley. She got she got the leather joggers on.
Yup.
She got the Louis Vuitton sneakers.
Right. To match the
And
jacket.
and she got that jacket, which that jacket is like
Come on.
it's $6,000.
And
Yes,
she probably won by 30 this
yeah,
month.
it's a legit jacket. This is the Final Four outfit, by the way, guys.
Mm.
She's in the Final Four, flossing.
Flossing.
Like, yo, Dawn Staley is the GOAT.
Right.
I love Dawn Staley, man.
That is?
She is the GOAT. She's a listen, she gonna change the way women's basketball is.
Yup.
Be yourself.
Be
Be yourself. You ain't
You know
gotta
what I
be
mean?
like everybody else. Be yourself.
Straight up.
So I love Dawn Staley. We got a shot at. Is she dripping or tripping, man?
Oh, she dripping. She dripping times 7. Like she
dripping times 7.
You
You
feel
heard
me?
him.
Like this is drip
Yeah, that's a fact.
with the chip.
Yeah, with the chip.
Because she got that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
Undefeated
mean?
too.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But we gonna go to the next one.
Yeah.
Gunna. Is he dripping or tripping? He got on Fox boots. He got a skirt on. He got this jacket on, which is not bad. I'm not sure what the brand is. But what is your thoughts on this Gunna outfit right here? Is Gunna tripping? Is he dripping or tripping? When I ask you this question, I want to know if can you wear this? Would you wear something like this? Because he's wearing a skirt now, so I want you to understand this.
Is it a shirt or shorts?
This is a skirt.
Is it a skirt?
Yeah, this is a skirt.
I mean, the jacket is thorough.
Yep.
You know, are those socks? Those socks look thorough. Nah, I couldn't do it, man. I'm sorry, man. Gonna make some phenomenal music.
Yeah.
But I mean, your fashion sense is just a little too much for me. I couldn't be walking to the plaza in Jane and Finch. I couldn't be walking to Jane and Finch Mall, Yorkgate Mall, any of the infamous plazas.
Now
From
it is
fish and chips on the north side to the plaza close to the lane across from Connection on the south side. No, I'll get roasted.
You'll get roasted for
I'll get roasted. You know what I mean? So
Is he
Gunna's
dripping?
making it work. You know, I think
He's
I
making
hope
it work?
he's in France or something. Maybe that one of those fashion week joints, like when everybody's just in their bag.
Right.
But I couldn't do this, man. I'm
Is
sorry.
he dripping or tripping, man?
Nah, he's tripping.
He's tripping.
He's tripping, man. Sorry.
Gunna's definitely tripping. Any man, when you put on a skirt, when you throw that skirt on, man, I think you're tripping. It's just the bottom line. And guys, listen.
Bro.
Listen.
You can't even sit down like this, bro.
No.
Like control of the league, man. Like you can't even like how you sitting, bro?
Yo.
How you sitting in a chair, bro? You gotta cross your legs. Like I don't get it.
That's wild.
You can't
That's
even let
wild.
I'm joking, man.
That's
can't even
wild,
let it hang,
yo.
bro.
That's wild.
You know what I
Anyways,
mean?
man, listen. All you guys who are trying to come at us in the comments, man, just stop it. I don't want to hear about it, man. We had a guy from DR in the comments trying to.
shout out DR.
Canada has guys who can dress.
Right.
My man, you just got here. Like, don't let me call immigration on you. Stop, bro. Like, cut it out, bro. You live here, and like I never see. There's nobody who's trying to when we're talking about this. You're trying to hate on us, because we're talking about outfits. We don't care if these guys are rich. So rich people can't have bad outfits? Is that what you're saying? We're gay because we're talking about clothes? Just a bunch of weirdo comments. And I'm cool with it. I'm ready for all the smoke.
Oh, you ready for all the smoke, clearly.
Don't get it twisted. Because I know I can put the shit together. And you see my man, what he got on, that Grand Slammers, since 1998. He put that shit together. Don't get it twisted out here. Like, don't ever get it twisted.
Right.
Like, when we talk, we know what comes with it. But if guys who got block pages and looking crazy, don't just mind your business, man. Just go on.
Drink your water, man.
Drink your water, mind your business, because you don't want this for real.
Talk.
So, that's it, man. Any shout outs?
Man, I got one shout out, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to shout out Coach Marlo Davis.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? He just been selected as the head coach for the under 18 women's national team.
Yep.
I mean, what more hasn't this young man? He's not even this young man. What more can he do? You know what I mean?
He's a problem.
The last 8 years, man, what he's done with the Crestwood program.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Sending
the amount of girls he sent D1.
30 plus girls, man, just the college ball alone.
No, he has
15
a pro.
D1, and we got one, and she got one pro.
He has an NBA player.
He has an NBA player.
He's out the draft.
And
Aaliyah
more
Edwards.
to come.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just want to shout out his camp. You know what I mean? His coaching staff, obviously him and his boys, man. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes they say, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are.
Yes, sir.
This guy's friends, his inner circle.
It's insane.
All those coaches, man. Hoopers that turn coaches. Like, they had a basketball mind when they were hooping.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And now it's just expanded.
Dion Horsford. Yep.
You know what I mean? You got Dion. You got Marlon, the brother who's coaching Team Ontario. You got, obviously, Coach Nat Mitchell. Like, you know what I mean?
They said it's Amesbury, though.
That Amesbury pipeline is real.
So is Marlo from Amesbury or is he from Finch?
He's from Finch, but he played for Amesbury, man. They did their own thing, man.
See, I'm getting confused now.
They did their own thing,
He
man.
might be from Amesbury.
No.
I'm just saying.
I mean, what? Coach Natch from Jungle, like, he was over there too. Like, come on, man, cut it out, man. They put Amesbury on the map. So I want to shout out all you guys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Marlo. Continue to just inspire.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And motivate.
And uplift women's basketball like he's been doing, man.
And what you're doing, man, just keep doing it, man.
Because that Crestwood program is a monster. And it started with him when he got over there. So.
Straight up, man.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to salute to you. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's it, man.
But before we go, I just want to talk to the parents. So I really want to dive in with parents where, when you ask for an opinion from me and I tell you, don't be upset. Because I'm not going.
He ain't sugarcoating it.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. There's no disrespect to the kid, but I'm always going to tell you the truth.
Right.
I'm not going to be like these coaches out here that tell you what you want to hear because they want their rent paid and they want their car note paid, because they're going to tell you your son is great, your son could do this, your son could do that, your daughter could do this, and your daughter's not really that good. But they're telling you that. Why? Because they want that mortgage paid and they want that car note paid. We ain't doing none of that stuff. I had a camp last summer. I ain't charge a kid $1. Came and worked out for free all summer last year. I don't do this, and we don't do this to make money. We do this out of the love of the game.
Yes.
We're authentic. We've been in this game for 30 years plus, and we do it from love.
Just the passion, the love for it.
For the passion of the game. We love basketball.
Facts.
We love it. We're not out here, this is not a money grab for us. We don't do all of that. So when you ask me an opinion and I tell you my opinion on the kid, whether the kid is good or not, don't be upset. And don't tell me, well, this coach told me, he's good. The coach is telling you that because he wants the money. That's why he's telling you that. And that's a fact. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing. I don't need to take money from no kid. Because when I was coming up, I ain't have it.
Thanks.
I ain't have it. So why would I do that to a kid coming up now?
Real talk.
So parents, don't get in the way. If your kid can go to school and people think it's the end all be all if you go to a Canadian school. It's not.
Nah.
It's not.
It's
Make
actually,
your kid go.
Kids are still going pro after
They're
that.
still going pro. It's not about, because not everybody is ready for the States.
Right.
I know how it feels to go to school and you don't eat for a day. After a game, you don't eat. You go back to your dorm, you're looking for food.
Right.
And that's the highest levels. People see it on TV. You're getting 30, you're getting 40 at highest level, but then they go back home and they got nothing to eat.
Nothing to eat.
Not everybody's built for that. Not everybody's built for the States.
Right.
Not everybody's built for that. So don't get it twisted because your son doesn't go to the States. If your son has an opportunity to go to a high level, Canadian college or university, send him. There's great programs over here. Humber College, Coach Miles is a great program.
Right. They got a lot of basketball minds in all these basketball programs.
And they going pro and playing pro. But don't get mad when I tell you the truth. If your son is not good enough, I'm going to tell you your son is just not good enough. And that is a fact. Don't be upset. I'm telling you from the honest truth and what I see. If he's good, I'm going to tell you straight up, he's good. If he's not that good, he's not that good. And this is 30 years of experience. I've been in the game.
Talk to him.
I've been in the game. This is not no money grab over here. So I just have to get it off my chest, man. Parents,
I felt that right there.
Yeah, parents,
My fault.
Yo, chill out. Parents, stop doing this to your kids, man. Don't try to live through your kids, please. If your kid been on, 75 tournaments in 4 years and ain't get no interest, don't bring him back for a 5th year, please. Don't do it.
Right.
You've been to 75 tournaments in 4 years. You're paying all that. You done paid off the man's house, yo.
Real talk.
You done paid off the coach's house, bro. Stop. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm done.
You good?
I'm good.
Come on, man. Well, there you have it, man. Thank you, man. Continue to support. Follow us on all social media platforms, man. I'm talking about YouTube. Like, comment, and share. Instagram, follow, X, Facebook. You already know, man. iTunes, we're everywhere, man.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
You already know what it is, man. Just continue to support, man. And we're going to continue to provide you with that great basketball content and hip-hop content, man. Title League, love you to death. Distant Cousins, emoji fingers all day.
Let's get it.
We out.
Yes, sir.